So previously we have done with your general introduction, nature of matter, the properties of matter. They are very basics, right? Now, what is the significant figures and all? Now today I'm going to start with the uncertainty measure. Now see, what is uncertainty? So uncertainty in the experimental data. So if you perform any experiment, so there, when you record the readings and you just know the readings in your notebook, so there must be you just notice that if, for example, if Amna and Sannidhi and other students like Hafsa, you guys are doing some experiment, right? And you are reading your you are note down your readings, right? Reading note down कर रहे हो. Like first reading is your 1.05, right? For any experiment, first reading is 1.05. Second reading for the same experiment, आप second time repeat कर रहे हो, तो you just got 1.07. Exact up 1.05 नहीं आएगा आपका result, right? It will be 1.07. Sometimes it will be 1.09. Sometimes it will be 1.04, etc. So here you can see that this one digit, it is fixed, right? The changes you can see here after the decimal 0 0.5, 0 0.7, and 0.09, right? So this is your, so there are two types of numbers in any reading, right? अब कोई भी observation ले रहे हो, कोई भी readings ले रहे हो, तो there are two numbers. After the, before the decimal, this is your fixed number, right? Fixed number means your certain number, right? Certain number, which is your sure number. You can see all in all the readings, this is one is the same, right? This is one is fixed over here, but this is changing, right? This value is changing in every reading, like 0.5, 0.7. So these are uncertain numbers. These are uncertain numbers, right? Means vary. They vary, right? So this is not fixed. This is uncertain number. So if we are doing any experiment, we just observe some readings, and the readings contains two types of numbers: fixed number, which is certain number, and the uncertain number, which is not fixed, right? So every experimental measurement has some amount of uncertainty, right? Has some amount of uncertainty associated with it. Why? Because of some limitation, right? There may be the limitations of measuring instrument, right? And the skill, it depends on the skill of that person, right? Maybe Amna की कुछ और skill हो, right? सनिधि की कुछ और skill होंगे, how to handle that instrument, कैसे वो handle कर रही है, कैसे वो readings ले रही है. So it depends on that, right? It depends on the two factors. What are those factors? So it depends on the skill, right? It depends on the skill and accuracy of the worker, right? How the worker is, how much accurate it is, and how much skillful he or she is, right? Maybe the worker is not much skilled, or due to carelessness of the worker, there's some error. Okay, ये क्यों आ रहा है 0.1, 1.07, 1.07, 1.05, 1.07, and 1.09? Why? Why this type of reading came? Due to some error, right? Is due to some error. क्यों आ रहा है? Due to error. And there are two types of error. These errors depends on two factors, right? Two factors. What are those factors? First factor is your skill, skill and accuracy of the worker, right? Worker कैसे handle कर रहा है, कैसे perform कर रहा है experiment. So it depends on that. Second factor is that it depends on the limitations of measuring instrument, right? Maybe the instrument is too old, that's why the error comes, right? Maybe उसकी कोई maintenance नहीं हुई, maybe that instrument needs some maintenance, right? So due to this the error come, right? So it could be a limitation of measuring instrument, or it could be a skill and accuracy of that work. राइट। तो ये एरर्स इसकी वजह से आ रहा है, दैट्स व्हाई द रीडिंग्स आर नॉट सेम. So that's the uncertainty in measurements, right? Means you will got some uncertain numbers, right? And these uncertain numbers are due to error, due to some error, right? errors are Errors depends on two factors: skill and accuracy of worker, right? And the limitation of that measurement. Clear, Sannidhi and Amna?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You can just write it down. Yeah, this uncertainty in measurements is indicated by significant figures. Right? इसे कैसे हम indicate करते हैं? So by the help of significant figures. And the significant figures is very important, and you will also study this in physics. Done with the written part?
And 2 minutes. Yes, ma'am, done.
Now see, significant figures. Right. So as I told you, uncertainty in measurements are indicated by significant figures. Right. Now, what is significant figures? So these figures are very meaningful figures. Right. And these figures are known with certainty plus one number which is estimated or uncertain. Right. For example, if my result came to be 11.2 milliliter, right? If I'm doing some experiment और मेरा result क्या है 11.2 milliliter, right? So if I'm doing the same experiment and the result came to be this, right? So here you can see the 11 is the certain number which is fixed, right? And after this decimal, this digit 2 is the uncertain number, right? This is certain number and this is uncertain number. So uncertainty would be can be plus minus 1 in the last digit. जो आपका लास्ट डिजिट होगा उसमें either प्लस और माइनस 1 और 2 हो सकता है. that that can be uncertain number. अगर फॉर एग्जांपल माय रिजल्ट इज दिस, आमना रिजल्ट कैन बी, जरूरी नहीं है कि आमना का रिजल्ट 11.2 आए, राइट? इट कैन बी लाइक 11.3, right? For Sannidhi, for example, Sannidhi ने भी same experiment किया and Sannidhi results came to be 11.1, right? So uncertainty would be the plus minus 1 in the last digit. Last digit में आपका plus या minus 1 हो सकता है और 2 भी हो सकता है. That's the uncertainty, right? Clear? So that's the uncertain number. और uncertain number में plus minus results में changes आ सकते, right? You will not get the accurate result, so it will be the closeness, right? Precise result आ सकता है, like आपके आसपास 11.2, 11.3, 11.1, sometimes 11.4, but ज़्यादा की difference नहीं है. That's the uncertainty in measurement, right? And if I ask you how many significant figures are there, right? Significant. So for finding or for counting the significant figures in any number, so there are some rules, right? So there are some rules for determining the number of significant figures. Let's see one by one what are those rules. So first rule is all non-zero digits are significant, right? जितने भी non-zero digits हैं, they are significant, right? For example, in 285, all are non-zero digits, right? They are non-digits, non-zero digits. So how many significant figures are there? 1, 2, and 3. Three significant figures. I'm just writing SF for significant figures. Here, like in the second question, so how many significant figures are there according to this rule? So all non-zero digits means this zero will not count, right? This zero will not considered as a significant figure. So why? Because all non-zero digits are significant. Means only 2 and 5. So two significant figures are there, not 3. Clear, Amna and Sannidhi?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Second rule is, bachcho, zeros preceding to first non-zero are non-significant, right? So 0 first, if the non-zero digit is 3, right? And the digits, the zeros which are preceding this 3 are not considered as a significant, right? For example, this is first non-zero digit. In this 0 point, अगर 0.0003 होता, right? So first non-zero digit is 3. These are zeros, and this is first non-zero digit. So before this 3, before this first non-zero digit, these zeros are not considered as the significant figures, right? So there's only one significant figure, only one significant. इन जीरो को हम काउंट नहीं करेंगे बिफोर दिस फर्स्ट नॉन जीरो डिजिट. Okay, so just tell me, in this second question, how many significant figures are there?
Ma'am, 2.
Yes, it's two. Amna, bache, why are you not responding? So
No,
there
ma'am.
are two. Yeah,
Yeah.
समझ आ रहा है ना आपको? If there is any doubt, you can ask बच्चे.
No, ma'am, it's
So
clear.
there two significant figures are there. Now, third rule is this: zeros between non-zero digits are significant. If there are zeros, जितने भी zero हो between the two non-zero digits, so they are considered as the significant figures, right? If see in this question 6.005, right? So this is non-zero digit, this is non-zero digit, and these zeros which are between these non-zero digits are considered as the significant figures, right? So tell me, how many significant figures are there in this first question? How many
4.
significant figures? Yeah, it's four significant figures. In the second,
5.
5.
yeah, it's five. Okay. Okay. See the fourth rule. Zeros at the end or right of a number are significant, right? If the zeros are at the end or the right of any number, so they are considered as significant. They are on the right side of the decimal point, right? अगर right side अगर decimal point के and they are after the non-zero digits, so they are considered as the significant figures, right? Means these zeros, these are after this two, right? So these will count as a significant figures, like 0.200. So how many significant figures are there? Three significant figures, right? अगर ये होता question में 0.002, so these will not considered as a significant figures, right? According to rule number 1, the first non-zero, right? All the non-zero are the all the non-zero digits are considered as a significant. But if there is a decimal after this non-zero digits, 000, so they are considered as the significant figures. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Next is, yeah, but the terminal zeros are not considered as significant if there is no decimal, right? Means in the hundred. If it is 10, right? So if I ask you how many significant figures are there, so only one significant figures, right? We will not consider this, right? तो यहाँ पे अगर 10 है for example, or for example 100 है, तो we will not count these zeros as a significant figures. If there is a decimal, if I just add decimal over here, right, 100.0, right? So now these will considered as a significant figures, right? Means how many significant figures are there? One, two, three, four. Now there are four significant figures, right? But if there is no decimal here, then we can't consider these zeros as a significant figures, right? But if there is a decimal, so we will count the zeros also, and after this decimal, if there is a zero, then we will consider it as a significant. Okay, just remember this rule, right? So 100, so how many significant figures? Only one. This is 100.0, so how many significant figures? So terminal zero will be count. Right, this is terminal zero, the end zero, this will also be count as a significant one. So four significant figures. Now see, fifth rule is very important. Like if the if there is a counting the number of objects, right? If we are counting the number of objects, then they have infinite number of significant figures. Okay, like how? Like 20 balls. 20 balls मैंने बोल दिया है, 20 chairs है. So 20 chairs means if I put 20 after 20, if I can put any number of zeros, like infinite number of zeros I can put, right? So if 20.00, इसकी value change नहीं होगी. The value can't be changed. It means 20. If I put a infinite number of zeros after decimal, it also means that 20 books, right? इसकी value change नहीं हो रही because we are just putting the zeros after this decimal, right? Decimal के बाद डाल रहे हैं, जितने भी चाहो डाल सकते हो, इसकी value change नहीं हो रही, right? Means the number of object is same if we are adding more zeros after the decimal, right? So the counting the number of objects have infinite number of significant figures. Like if I give you 20 balls, 5 pens, right? So it's an object, right? So after 5, you can just put decimal and you can add infinite number of zeros. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Right? अब जितने भी zero डाल लो, it means 5 pen. इसकी value नहीं change होगी. Right? It means meaning उसका same होगा. It means that there are 5 pens. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so just write down the all rules. Yeah, write down the rules first. Then we will move forward. Done? Can I scroll down?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now see. If the numbers are written in the scientific notation, okay, if it is written in this type, it's this form, like 10 in n into 10 to the power n, this form, right? So, for example, okay, this example, 4.01 into 10 to the power 2, right? So, if the numbers are written in the scientific notation, then all the digits are considered as a significant one, right? And you just don't have to count this exponential form, right? You just have to count these numbers, right? These digits only. So now tell me how many significant figures are there in this? So it's 4, 0, and 1. So three significant figures. Okay, ये आप exponent form को इससे नहीं आप consider करोगे. You will consider this number, this n digit, this n, right? Not this one. Now just tell me in this question, how many significant figures are there? 5.256.
Four.
1, 2, 3, 4. Four, right? It's four significant figures. We will not consider this, right? We will consider only this. So it's 5, 2, 5, and 6. So four significant figures, right? Now see, the next topic is your precision and accuracy. Right. So we always like the results to be precise and accurate whenever we do the experiment or if we just find the any readings. तो हमें क्या चाहिए होता है? So we just like the results to be precise and accurate, right? So let's know what is precision and what is accuracy first, right? So precision and accuracy. So precision and accuracy are often referred when we talk about the measurements, right? When we just do the measurements, so we just talk about the precision and accuracy. So what are these terms? So precision is the closeness of various measurements for the same quantity, राइट अभी किसी भी सेम क्वांटिटी का अगर मेजरमेंट्स कर रहे हो तो इट्स द क्लोजनेस ऑफ रिजल्ट्स इट्स नॉट द एक्यूरेट रिजल्ट इट्स नॉट द ट्रू वैल्यू एग्जैक्ट द ट्रू वैल्यू जो होना चाहिए एक्सपेरिमेंट इट्स नॉट दैट इट्स द क्लोजनेस लाइक जस्ट लाइक आसपास आपके रिजल्ट्स होंगे so that's a precision right closeness of various measurements for the same quantity it's precision but what is accuracy is the agreement of a particular value to the true value is the exact similar to that the true value के equal अगर आपका result है so that's the accurate that's the accuracy of your result right so that's the precision and accuracy for example if the true value of any result is 2 gram right true value is 2 gram and there are three students are doing some measurements and they just note down some readings first reading and second reading दो readings उन्होंने ली first reading and second readings and they have just calculated the average of these two first and second readings का उन्होंने average दिया okay so student A the readings of student A is first reading is 1.95 second reading is 1.93 right? So when you take the average of these two, you will get 1.940, right? So you can see over here, this is not, this is these two results. When you see the, when you just precision, for precision, you just have to match these readings. आपको दोनों readings देखनी है क्या ये closeness है एक दूसरे के close है या नहीं right but for accuracy you just have to see the average right? You just have to see the average and you just have to match this average results to the true value, right? Then you will get to know whether it's accurate or not. So student A is first rating is 1.95 and the second rating is 1.93, right? So you can see over here, these are close results. 1.95 and 1.93, like 0.2 ka difference. That's the closeness of the results. So we can say that a student A, for the student A, values are precise. Readings are precise. Right? Why? Because as they are close to each other. Close to each other. But they are not accurate. But they are not accurate. Accurate कब होता? जब ये exact same होता. Right? Because the average we as I told you for accurate results we just have to see the average of these results and we have to match this average to the true value right if if the average result is equals to the true value then only it is accurate value right then only it is accurate right now see 1.94 is it same as the true value no it's not same right? It's not same. So we can say that student A readings, the values are precise, right? As they are close to each other, but they are not accurate, right? But they are not accurate. Now see for the student B, see the first reading is 1.94, right? But the second reading is 2.05. They are not close to each other, right? So we can say that they are neither precise, as you can see over here. These readings are not precise because they are not close to each other, right? And you can see the average. If you see the average, so it is also the not this equals to the true value, right? True result क्या है आपका 2 grams है, but it is 1.995, right? It's not the same as the true value, so it's not accurate. So student B results are neither precise nor accurate, nor accurate, right? Now see the student C. Yes, Amna, is there any doubt?
No, ma'am. No, it's correct.
Okay. So see student C. This is the value. See the first reading is 2.01, right? See the second reading is for 1.99. So they are close to each other, right? कितने का difference है 1.99 and 2.01, right? बहुत ही 0.1 0.2 का difference है, right? So these are close to each other. Readings, first and second readings are very much close to each other, means they are precise, right? Now, when you take this the average, When you take the average, it is just equal to the true value. It is same as the true value, which is 2 grams, right? So we can see that say that for student C results are both precise, both precise as well as accurate, right? So this is all about the accuracy and precision, right? So student A, the values are precise, but because they are very close to each other, but they are not accurate because the average is not equals to the true value, right? Second, B student, it is it is neither precise nor accurate, right? But the student C, it has the readings are both precise because they are very much close to each other, first and second reading, and the average is same to that of the true value, right? It is equals to the true value, so it means it is accurate. The student C results are both precise and accurate. I hope it is clear now. Amna?
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
Yeah. Okay, so just write it down. Precision and accuracy with this example.
Okay, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay. Sannidhi, why have you left the class? Am I audible,
Mom, can
Sannidhi?
you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I got disconnected and late
Okay, okay, no problem. So we have
to
discussed
join.
the
That's why.
precision and accuracy, right? So precision, as I told you, precision is the closeness of various measurements for the same quantity, right? And the accuracy is the agreement of the particular value to the true value. Means accurate when the results, if the true value is equals to the average value, then it is known as accuracy, right? Then it is only the accuracy. For example, I just gave an example over here. If true value of any result is 2 gram, right? And there are three students, they are performing some experiment and they just note down some reading first and second readings, right? And just they take the average of these two readings, right? So first student A, first reading is 1.95, okay, second reading is 1.93. So you can see over here these two readings are very much close to each other, like there is a difference of like 0.2, right? So these are very close to each other. And yeah, just remember, if we are seeing the precision, अगर हम precision को देख रहे हैं तो we will see the both the readings, first readings and second readings, right? हम इसे compare करेंगे, first and second readings को we will compare, But when we have to just tell about the accuracy, then we will see the average, average of these two results, right? If the average is equals to the true value, then it is a accurate reading. Then the value is accurate. Okay, now see for student A, first reading is 1.95, right? Second reading is 1.93. So both are very close to each other. So they are, we can say that they are precise, right? Values are precise. Why? Because they are very much close to each other. But what about the accuracy? Now see, the average is 1.94. It is not equal. It is not equal to the true value. True value. True value क्या था? Is 2 gram, right? So it's not equal. So we can say that the readings of a student A are precise, but they are not accurate. Precise तो है, but they are not accurate. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, see the student B. Student B reading, first reading is 1.94, but the second reading is 2.05. Right? इतना ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं होना चाहिए, मतलब लाइक 0.2 लाइक इस टाइप का होना चाहिए, लाइक प्लस माइनस 1 और 2 का, बट इतना ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं होना चाहिए. ओके, so you can see over here 1.94 is the first reading, second reading is 2.05, right? They are not very close to each other. The values are not very much close to each other. So we can say that they are not precise, right? Student B results are not precise. See the average. For accuracy, we just have to see the average. Average is, again, it is not equal to the true value, right? True value.
Yes.
So we can say that for a student, the ratings of a student B is neither precise nor accurate, right? Now see the student C. For a student C, the values, see the first reading is 2.01, the second reading is 1.99, right? So these two readings, these two values are very much close to each other, right? They are very close to each other, so they are precise. They are precise. Now see the average. So average is equals to the true value. It is equals to the true value. True value was 2 gram. The average is also 2 gram. So we can see that a student C readings are both precise and accurate. Okay, so that's the accuracy and precision. I hope it is clear now.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Just quickly write down.
Yes, mom, done.
You see, how to add and subtract the significant figures. So see, if you want to add and subtract the significant figures, so first जो जैसे आप add करते हो, simply just add that, right? Simply उसी तरह add करना है. Then just remember that if the digits you can see over here, this 18.0, right? 18.0, it has only one digit after the decimal. राइट तो आपको सबसे पहले वो देखना है जो मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ डिजिट्स जिसमें है आफ्टर द डेसिमल यू जस्ट हैव टू कंसीडर दैट so in this question there are three numbers which you have to add 12.11. So in 12.11 after decimal there are two digits, right? In 18.0 there is only one digit, so and in this there are three digits. You just have to consider this. It means आप जो answer आएगा, like this is your final answer. So in your final answer, there is no need to write all these digits after the decimal. Just write the minimum number of digits right after the decimal. Minimum number of digits. Okay, so it's 31.1. Okay, no need to write this 2. Okay, you can just omit this 2. Clear? So if you add or subtract any significant figures, so just remember after the decimal, you must put the minimum number of digits, right? Write down the minimum number of digits after the decimal. Similarly, multiplication and division. So simply just multiply it and just write down the answer. And after the decimal, only minimum number of digits आपको रखने हैं. Okay. So in this 2.5 and this in this 1.25, right? So इसमें क्या है इस number में there are two digits after the decimal, but in this only one digit. So we will consider this 1, right? So in answer we will put only one digit after the decimal, right? Minimum number of digits we just have to put in the final answer. Okay, because we are limiting the results. So see, now while limiting the result to the required number of significant figures, there are some points we should keep in mind, right? What are these points? Let's see. If the rightmost digit to be removed is more than 5, like जैसे हम बचपन में करते थे, like rounding off, like mathematics में which we have done this rounding off. So it's just similar to that. So if the rightmost digit to be removed is more than 5, right? See over here, the rightmost digit is 6, right? And 6 is more than 5. So in that case, if the rightmost digit we have to remove is more than 5, the preceding number is increased by 1, right? So we have to just add plus 1 in the preceding number of 6. So what will be the answer? It will be 1.39. Okay. So again, I'm just repeating. If the rightmost digit is to be removed is more than 5. 5 से अगर ज़्यादा, so what we have to do? So we are supposed to add 1 by means the preceding number is increased by 1. Very simple. So 1.39, right? Now see, second one, if the rightmost digit to be removed is less than 5. So in that case, there is no change in the preceding number, right? हमें increase नहीं करना, there will be no change. आप simply इसे remove कर दो and just write down these digits 1.38. That's your final answer. Here,
Yes, mom.
third rule is that if the rightmost digit is 5, right, exact 5, not more than or less than 5, then we have to check the preceding number of 5, right? If the rightmost digit is exact 5, so we just have to check the preceding number of 5, which is before 5, right? And if the preceding number is even, then there is no change, right? If the preceding number is even, there will be no change, right? For example, 6.25. So this is 5, and we have to check the preceding number of 5, which is 2. And 2 is what? 2 is even, right? So there will be no change. Final answer will be 6.2. Clear? Final answer will be 6.2. Means there will be no change. Second rule is uh, if the number is odd, if the preceding number of 5 is odd, then we just have to increase it by 1, right? Then increase it by 1. So you can see over here 5, right? 5 के preceding में क्या है? It's 3 and 3 is odd number. 3 is odd number. So what we are supposed to do, just add plus 1 in 3. So 6.4. This will be your final. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bachcho, so please write it down. Okay, you are not supposed to write this. These are very easy, you know very well. Just write it from here. I think the time is almost up, so we will start the law of chemical combination, Dalton's atomic theory in the next class. Okay. And after that, we will start with the atomic number, molar mass, your concentration terms, stoichiometry. 1 to 2 classes more to complete this chapter.
Okay, ma'am.
Most important topic of this chapter is stoichiometry, right? Concentration term, mole concept, and stoichiometric calculation. Question came from there. Stoichiometric calculations like limiting reagents निकालने को आएंगे. Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Amna?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bachcho. So